How to grow pole beans without a trellis. Hello, welcome to 77's Garden, where we talk about gardening, ways to save money, and other special events. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified of all upcoming videos. If you have pole beans like this and you don't have a trellis to grow in, I can show you how you can grow this if you don't have a trellis. But if you have a trellis, you can grow this on your trellis. Like I'm planting over here, I have a trellis over here that it's a DIY trellis that I made myself. There's a video that shows you how to make a trellis like this, simple DIY trellis for your plants. So you can do that, and it's very easy to do. So I'll put a link to that video in the description. So this is, I'm just planting this in the regular, a couple of them in the trellis over here. Then I'm going to show you what to do if you don't have a trellis, and what you can do to plant them without a trellis. So over here I planted my green beans. This is the last one that I'm planting over here. So I'm just gonna take out the bundle that I have over here and just split them, so because you want to make sure that they plant them individually. That way they have better results. They're not gonna fighting over nutrients. If you plant them together, they're gonna be fighting over nutrients, and they're not gonna do as well as if you plant them separately and give a little bit of space between them when you're planting them. So that way they have more better chance of producing well and growing and giving you much better results on much better health to your plant. So I've given like 4 or 5 inches apart over here. I'm gonna add a lot of nutrients like compost. I already have a lot of compost on the bed, but later on in the middle of the growing season I'm gonna add more compost to it. So if you have compost, or your garden bed doesn't have a lot of compost, you can put some compost or any organic fertilizer inside the hole before planting. But my bed has a lot of nutrients. I have a lot of organic fertilizers in there already. So right now I'm just planting in like that. Most often green beans doesn't require a lot of fertilizer to grow. You grow with regular compost and it will grow and it will do well. So if your bed or the location you're planting in has a regular nutrients from like compost and other stuff, they will do well. But you can definitely add organic fertilizers and worm castings and compost to it to improve it, but you don't have to do it. So we're done planting. So you want, whenever you're done planting, you want to make sure that you water it, so that way the roots stay moist, and it'll keep them going and keep them doing much better. So the remaining ones that we have, we're gonna plant. The first thing you can do to, if you don't have a trellis, you can use a tree like this. So this is my tree right here, and I'm gonna use this tree to as my trellis. The beans are gonna climb on the tree. One important thing, if you're using a tree like this, especially with very tall tree like this, you want to trim the beans when it gets to about 6 or 7 feet, because if you don't trim it or you don't cut it from going up, it's gonna go up to the top of the tree and you won't be able to harvest it. So when it gets to about 6, 7 or 8 feet, depending on how you want it, cut the heads and prevent it from going higher than that. Another way of doing it, if you have a fence like this, if you don't have a trellis and you have a fence like this, you can plant it on the fence and use the fence as a trellis. The beans is gonna climb through on the fence, and it's gonna follow the fence, and it's gonna grow a little bit over the fence. But you can also use the fence like this, and the beans the green beans will climb through the fence, and you'll be able to grow it and harvest it on the fence. So that's another way of growing pole beans if you don't have a trellis. So I'm gonna plant this over here and water it, and within a month you're gonna see it's gonna go through the fence. It's gonna climb through the fence, and even if it goes a little bit higher above the fence, it's gonna come back down. What you can do is just add strings to it if you need to go higher, but that's it. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to share. Thanks for watching. Happy growing.